Welcome to my channel, Duggar Family News. Counting on alum Anna Duggar continues to make many people curious about her status today. She's currently dealing with the aftermath of her husband Josh's. Sam arrest Josh is serving 12.5 years in prison, leaving his 7 kids. With Anna, there have been speculations that Anna has been broken and is in deep pain. But she recently resurfaced looking glowing and happy. Keep reading to see the photos. One of the latest updates from Anna was about her new business. Several Redditors previously discovered that the Counting on Alum now runs her own business. It's a dog breeding company called Golden Grove Pups LLC in Arkansas. Many were surprised by Anna's business choice. It's no secret that dog breeding is controversial, as some people believe it is a form of animal abuse. Anna and the Duggar family have yet to acknowledge the business online, but several fans are glad Anna is starting to become more independent amid her husband's imprisonment. It was also reported that Anna is still living in a windowless storage unit with her kids, making her life more difficult. Anna recently surfaced in a series of photos showing off a glowing look. The Counting on Alum noticeably gained weight. It created speculation that she's dealing with depression and is using food to deal with stress. However, new photos of Anna reserve fist, where she hangs out with some of her friends, she was showing a big smile and laughing with her group, seemingly showing that she was getting much stronger after Josh's arrest. A body language expert named Patty also surfaced last week, claiming that Anna is protecting herself and doesn't want to be judged based on her clothes. One of them was when she was spotted wearing a brown sweater paired with pants. According to Patty, Anna looked like she was carrying a lot of tension around her jaws and hands, adding that her shoulders were hunched over like a turtle, seemingly wanting to defend herself. Patty also thinks Anna may be trying to avoid getting asked about her imprisoned husband. Forget the frankincense and myrrh. Josh Duggar is stuck with PB&J. This Christmas Radar online that has learned the disgraced former star of TLC's 19 Kids and Counting On was convicted of downloading and possessing child sex abuse images in December 2021 and sentenced to 12 years in prison. He's expected to remain behind bars until his scheduled release in 2032. Duggar will have a blue Christmas as an inmate at FC ISIL in Dallas, Texas, with very little reason for cheer. While armchair quarterbacks watch football from their homes, the 36-year-old will have a chance to take part in a singles ping pong tournament. He'll also have access to some board games, including Skippo and Scattergories. Fresh-baked ham and pie are being replaced as well, according to the U.S. Sun, which revealed the holiday menu starts with hot oatmeal and a piece of whole wheat bread with 2 packets of jelly for breakfast. Whole fresh fruit, margarine, skim milk, and coffee with sugar packets will also be offered. The holiday will be celebrated in a subdued form at lunch, where entree include a choice of baked or herbed Cornish hen. They'll be accompanied by a scoop of mashed potatoes, corn casserole, and rice, with broccoli and cheese of holiday pies and fruit. It's back to bland for dinner, where Duggar will be offered a deli or peanut butter and jelly sandwich, potato chips, and whole wheat bread. Duggar has a lot to stew over this holiday, as he'll likely be spending the next 8 years behind bars. After the Supreme Court shot down his latest appeal, the court's dismissal of Duggar's appeal meant he will remain behind bars until his scheduled release in 2032. Duggar previously petitioned the nation's highest court to review his conviction after it was upheld by the United States Court of Appeals for the 8th Circuit. Duggar requested a new trial in October 2022, arguing that the investigation was mishandled by federal authorities. Duggar is currently serving his sentence at FCI Segaville, a low-security correctional facility near Dallas, Texas. Josh Duggar has exhausted all his legal options to have his 2021 Conviction overturned, so it looks like. The disgraced reality star is going to be behind bars for the next 12 years. Most fans aren't complaining the former 19 kids and counting stars been through multiple scandals, each more shocking than the ones before his family's long-running TLC show was canceled after it was revealed he's inappropriately touched several minors, including 3 of his own sisters. His parents came under fire for covering up his actions, choosing to go through their church rather than the authorities. He was finally arrested in 2021 for possession of Sam, though he denied the accusations. He was subsequently charged and all appeals have been denied. Many of Josh's siblings have spoken out against him, but some key family members have supported him, including his parents and wife. His wife Anna Duggar, who he shares 7 kids with, was by his side throughout his trial. She also continues to regularly visit him, even though he's incarcerated out of state, and she's now the single parent to 7 young children. Anna was recently spotted in the first time in over 2 years, and her appearance was surprising. She seems to be doing better than ever, even though her husband remains behind bars. But it's not the reason fans think paparazzi caught Anna in a rare moment earlier this month, considering she's pretty much removed herself from the spotlight since Josh's trial ended and the Duggar spin-off Counting On was canceled. Anna was photographed attending one of her son's basketball game in Arkansas. She looked theally in light blue jeans and a dark blazer. Notably, she was wearing her wedding ring. While Anna's appearance may not seem significant at first glance, the fact that she's wearing pants is a big deal. Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar raised their kids in a household where wearing pants was a no-no for women. Don't want to tempt anyone by drawing attention to the female figure after all. Anna is clearly defying her in-laws' traditional conventions by rocking jeans, a sign she may be questioning her religious roots more deeply. That's not the only thing she's doing differently. With her husband in jail, she's also apparently now working as a dog breeder. As reports confirm, she attained a license in her state, with Josh no longer bringing home a salary and the Duggars completely off television. It makes sense that Anna needed to find a stream of income, even though Duggar women typically stay at home and fulfill a traditional homemaker role. Anna was a stay-at-home mom for many years before Josh's legal troubles, but she's had no choice but to join the workforce given their situation. Some may say that defying her family's conventions is a good thing for Anna, considering many roles are rooted in sexism and traditional gender roles. Nowadays, Anna is a working single mother with more independence than she's likely have since there's no patriarch to lead the house. But it's important to remember that she's in this situation by chance, not choice. She's not subverting expectations, not because she wants to, but because she has to. Anna, I'm very well wish she could have remained in a traditional role where she's the caretaker and Josh is the breadwinner. Some of Josh's siblings have challenged their family's norms. Anna certainly isn't the first Duggar woman to rock pants, but she's known to as one of the most well-behaved women in the family, at least in terms of fulfilling her duties as a wife and mother. The fact she stuck by Josh so diligently during his scandals, even though he literally poses a threat to children, including theirs, as a testament to her devotion, not just to her husband, but to their religious community's way of life. So it makes an even bigger deal to see Anna defying the family's conventions. Anna is still wearing her engagement ring in the new photos, so it's clear she remains dedicated to Josh. But there's still a glimmer of hope for fans. The more Anna forges her own path without Josh's influence, the more likely she'll be to question the environment she was raised in. She'll gain independence and confidence as she has no choice but to do things apart from her husband. It's possible that as this continues, her loyalty to Josh and religion will waver. Maybe there will come a day when she won't be defending a child predator Or at least fans can hope Michelle Duggar, who shares 19 kids with husband Jim Bob. Duggar appeared in a rare photo with all 9 of her daughters, some of whom wore pants for the family reunion The Duggars. Kicked off the holiday season with a family reunion, Michelle Duggar recently appeared in a rare video with all 9 of her and husband Jim Bob Duggars. Daughters Jana 34, Jill 33, Jessa 32. Jinger 31, Joy, Anna 27, Johanna 19. Jennifer 17, Jordan 16, and Josie 15, when all 9 sisters are back together. Joy. Anna wrote alongside the footage in a December 22nd Instagram post, giving credit to brother James Duggar, one of Michelle and Jim Bob's 10 sons, for capturing the light-hearted moment. With the ladies, I asked my younger brother to video for me, and this is what I found. LOL, and she had a question for the matriarch, my beautiful mama, in the middle. Joy. Anna continued, how does she not age? Indeed, fans couldn't believe how quickly time has flown since Michelle, Jim Bob, and their 19 kids first appeared on TLC 16 years ago. Seeing Josie this big made me feel a million years old, one commenter wrote. Added another, can't believe how old Josie is. I used to watch the show every day, and I remember when she was born and how tiny she was. Social media users also couldn't help but notice the lady's outfit choices, mainly because many of the Duggar sisters wore pants in the video, after having previously discussed how they grew up wearing only skirts and dresses due to their views on modesty. Most are wearing jeans now. Good for them, added. Another, am loving merely all girls in trousers, although perhaps followers shouldn't be too surprised by this slack selection. After all, many of the women have talked about how they no longer followed the dress code. My mom had always dressed as girls in skirts and dresses, a standard that was taken from Deuteronomy 22:5 ESV, which says a woman shall not wear a man's garment, and I never really questioned it, Jinger wrote in her 2021 book, The Hope We Hold, Finding Peace in the Promises of God. Modesty was a huge topic in our house, and we believed that wearing skirts instead of pants was a central part of being modest. But I wanted to discover for myself what the Bible had to say. As I studied, I realized that biblical modesty is deeper and more profound than wearing skirts instead of pants. Other social media users may have been surprised to see the video of all 9 sisters with their mom. Michelle, as Jill, has spoken about her past decision to distance herself from her family and her complicated relationship with her parents. I feel like we are in a rebuilding phase now with healthy boundaries still in place, she shared in a November Instagram post. We try to hang out whenever it works well, and we have the bandwidth to navigate things. The Duggars are known for many things, but most prominently, they are known for their faith. The family abides by strict religious practices, and even as the kids start their own families, this faith continues. Jill Duggar, one of the oldest Duggar children, recently got married to Derek Dillard, and the two have 1 child together for the better part of their marriage. Jill and Derek have spent time in Central America doing missionary work. The couple found it rewarding but faced some backlash after their son Israel was bitten by some bugs in El Salvador, which carry foreign diseases. Jill, who is expecting her 2nd child, also exposed herself to the Zika virus by being out of the United States. Why would you put your children in harm's way? If you and Derek wanted to do this, then you should have waited to have children, one fan asked, dragging those poor innocent babies to that dangerous place. Now the couple's humanitarian work has been called fraudulent after it turns out not everything they were doing was by the book. Take a look on the next page to see what the couple lied about and what their church had to say about it. Jill has always talked proudly of her education as a midwife, with her and older sister Jenna Duggar taking courses and doing volunteer work with local midwives near their home. Jill wanted to use her midwife skills to help those in foreign countries. But as it turns out, she's not really certified to. According to Tatter, an obstetrician-gynecologist Jill Duggars. Midwife certification is bogus, the CPM. Certification which Jill Duggar has is actually not a real midwife. Qualification many young women who want to become midwives seem to think it is. Too much bother, time, or money to complete an actual midwifery curriculum, and think it is enough to just apprentice themselves to someone for a minimal number of births study to pass a few tests, and become a CPM that way, says Judith Rook's, a highly respected leader in the world of midwifery. Because Jill wasn't an actual licensed midwife, their application to the International Mission Board was rejected according to the Southern Baptist Convention, the church through which the couple applied for the missionary position. The following requirements need to be met. Must complete at least 12 college credit hours comprising 3 hours each of New Testament survey, Old Testament survey, biblical or for systematic theology, as well as elective courses in general. Ministry Derek only has an undergraduate in accounting, and Jill has no post-secondary education at all. The family and TLC are facing backlash for this rejection, as fans believe they were lied to about what the couple was actually doing in El Salvador. It wasn't charity work so much as it was looking good for the cameras.